This is my 1997 Mazda Miata.
Everywhere I go, the people really wanna know who I is and who I be. They stop and stare when they see me. If it's said it once, no need to repeat. Run up on me, watch you fall to your knees. Tip my hat when it's time for the kill. Ain't no beast when you...
A ton has changed since I last gave you a tour at the beginning of this year, and we have a lot of new people, so I wanted to just show you around. The most obvious change, we got a turbo, and it's a pretty decent sized one. I decided to go hood exit for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's just more badass this way, of course. Someday we'll get it to shoot flames. The second reason is because I knew I wanted 3-inch for the maximum power, and if I tried to run a 3-inch exhaust down under the bottom of this car, it's just gonna get mangled and flattened by all sorts of rocks and whatever on the trails. Of course, we have the spiked performance hood louvers to keep things nice and cool under there. What do we got under here? Oh yeah, we have a busted hood because one time I forgot to put the hood pins in and we were just on the trailer, but all of a sudden I looked back and it was all the way against the windshield. Luckily, somehow we didn't break the windshield, but we did screw up the hood pretty bad. It's a work in progress. I'll have to figure it out at some point.
Really real, I am the boss, I am the Don, I am the one they call Lucky Charm. Got my own shit, I don't need your farm. Life was so hard, it made me weak. Built to last, this girl ain't weak. Sturdy and...
Here's the heart of our turbo setup, the Garrett GT 2860 RS. I think they're good for about 350 horsepower. I don't know what we're currently at because we've never dynoed it. So we got the Max G cast manifold, Mishimoto turbo blanket, cheap little K&N filter there. We do have a fluid damper to protect our oil pump, which is something that I think is important for turboed cars. The motor is a BP4W out of a 99 Miata. We do have forged rods, and currently we're running power steering. This belt comes on and off on its own, and sometimes we don't have it. We got the Mishimoto aluminum radiator. Under here we have the CX Racing intercooler, which has been abused a little bit. Ow, 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 ow. Ah, what a stupid problem to have. It hit a jump a little too hot and smashed that in, but it's actually kind of convenient now that it's placed like that. We got the blow-off valve down here. When you're driving, especially with the top up and the windows closed, you don't really hear it as a driver. Then the other day I was a passenger. It's actually so loud on the passenger side, it's wild. Or if you have the top down too. Custom tie rods that my dad and I built in his machine shop. I kept snapping stock ones in annoying places, like during the middle of a race or 3 hours from my house, and I didn't have the trailer. It's a whole thing. So now we got strong ones. While we're down here, we can go ahead and move to the control arms. It's a Paco Offroadster kit. These massive control arms that are part of the kit and 8-inch AFCO coilovers give it 12 inches of suspension travel and I think 13 or so inches of ground clearance. Custom metal fenders that my buddy Aaron Flaherty helped me fab up. We got the stock 14-inch Miata wheels. Eventually I'll move up to 15-inch wheels because there's just not a lot of tire choices down at 14 in the sizes that I needed. But everybody just loves the stock Miata wheel thing, so I keep them for now. Hopefully I can find some 15-inch Miata wheels. 27 by 8.5 Maxxis Buckshot 2s, a little torn up from drifting the other day. The tires do a good job. They're not the best in sand or snow. I've been stuck a few times, but on regular just dirt trails, they're awesome.
Love to hate the world you can't live in. Always present for the high roads. Go swim within the deep lows. Low. What told the future?
Everybody's favorite feature, the flappy headlight. There's just one little rod in there that I broke the first day I had it, hitting a fence. They're only like 20 bucks to replace, but everybody loves the flapping so much that I decided to keep it. If you haven't seen the video where I painted the car, make sure and check that out. It's the world's first, and as far as I know, only pour painted car where I took like literally acrylic pour paint and poured it all over the entire thing. It's pretty wild. Certainly not everybody's style, but I think it just adds to the absolute wildness of this car. Still got the convertible top. It is holding up brilliantly. I'm really happy with that. It's fun to have up or down. That'd be the problem with like trying to do real off-road races with this, is I'm positive they're not gonna let me have the convertible top and I would just miss it too much. So I'm gonna have to build a second one for that. Around back we have the same 27-inch Maxxis Buckshots, same AFCO 8-inch coilovers. When I sent them in to be rebuilt earlier this year, they made me buy these dust covers because they were so packed full of dust. These are extended axles that come with the Paco Offroadster kit. These massive control arms. I did have to fab up my own little, whatever this part of the control arm is, because it broke the other day. Of course, we got the spare tires. Ooh, these are a little loose. High lift jack in case we need it out in the middle of nowhere. Under here, we've got an Odyssey Battery. This is a AGM absorbed glass mat, maybe. Non-spillable design, that's the key. The other one, the regular battery that it came with, was spilling all over the place. One extra custom feature on my control arms down here. Both of these have broken at different points and have just been welded on stronger. One happened when I was out in California, and so my buddy Aaron at EST Fabrication hooked me up fixing that, which was awesome of him. 91 octane, that's the best we can get here in Colorado. A Dishworks DW200 fuel pump. I do just have standard Miata brakes. I would like to put some bigger ones on at some point, especially if I can ever start doing some real desert races. I'll need bigger ones, but then I'll need bigger wheels, and it's a whole thing. We're not there yet. I'll take you inside now. We do have this new damage right here. On the same jump that I stoved in the radiator and intercooler, it completely bent the frame, and so now the door smashes there. I'm an idiot. What do you want? What do you want from me? We've got these Amazon race seats that I actually really like. They're actually super comfy and they hold you really well, so I like them a lot. I think it was like 350 bucks for 2 of them. These Tanaka harnesses are awesome also. Again, just Amazon, like 60 bucks or something, but these pads are the key. I have non-padded ones in the rally car and they actually bruise you. So especially with jumping, you gotta get the padded ones. I think this is just the eBay special $40 steering wheel. I didn't necessarily clean it for filming this, but we got the rubber floor mats and grip tape covered pedals, which I think is an awesome cheap addition to any car. Got the 5-speed manual, which is one thing that I love and I think really sets the Miata apart from like Razors or something. Got a boost gauge, air fuel ratio, and of course the passenger airbag blew when I jumped at one time because I forgot that I had it. We did catch on fire when I was out in California, so I do try and carry a fire extinguisher most times I drive now. I never carried one before, but I did just happen to have it in the car when I did catch on fire, so now I try and carry it always. That's all I can think of on the car for now. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments.